So my name is Kurt Vonnegut, and you're Billy Pilgrim, and you're here to tell me about your experiences in the war from my book, Slaughterhouse-Five.
Right.
Okay, so go ahead and start off. How was the beginning of your experiences in the war, World War II?
Well, it started out, I was an assistant to a preacher. I just kind of carried around his Bible and the altar and things like that. And then I was sent to the Battle of the Bulge, where my entire platoon died, and I was kind of stuck behind enemy lines, and I met up with a guy named Roland Weary and these two scouts. And it went a little something like this. Go. Guys? Guys?
Get over here!
Weary! Where'd you guys go? Alright, Weary, that one's for my daddy. This one's for my mama. That one's for my brother. This one's for the pony I never got.
Catastrophe.
That one's for Halo Reach. It was a good game, dang it.
Kill Apocalypse.
And that's when I became unstuck in time.
What? Unstuck in time? Explain.
Well, it's simple. It's as if I just kind of slip from time to time in my life. The first time I became unstuck in time, when I was telling you in the war, I just kind of flashed through the extremities from birth to death, and then I ended up in the Lions Club. Hello. Whoa.
I know how you're gonna die, so how did that happen?
Well, it goes a little something like this. And the Tralfamadorians really aren't an angry people. They aren't a warring people. They simply understand time. And that's what I'm trying to tell you all. It's so much more than we can comprehend at this moment, but it's necessary for our existence. And now, I'm going to die.
Paul Lazaro says, "Happy Thanksgiving, Pilgrim."
Anyway, back to what we were originally here for. So what happened in your war travels after you were traveling with Weary and the two scouts?
Well, the scouts kind of left us, and then me and Weary were captured by Germans. The scouts were eventually killed by the Germans, but me and Weary were captured by the Germans and taken to a prisoner of war camp. We were taken by train, in which, well, Weary made everyone in his cart promise to kill me. We got there, and then we met up with a lot of English POWs who were fine fellows.
Steak and eggs and eggs and steak.
They fed us, we had a feast whenever we first got there where they fed us things like eggs and steak. And then, I accidentally caught on fire.
Brother, you're on fire.
And then afterwards I was sent to the hospital where, well, some weird stuff happened.
So when were you sent to Dresden?
Well, after I was medically released in where I was talking to you about, I was sent to Dresden, where I was held in the 5th Slaughterhouse. Dresden was generally boring. There wasn't much to do until we had a very interesting experience. Man, I love Dresden. There's no Tralfamadorians here. It's so peaceful. Are you kidding me? Oh, god dang it. Oh, god dang it. No! Oh, yeah. No! and then I died.
So what about the firebombing of Dresden?
Well, me and the Germans were in the 5th slaughterhouse, as I told you, and it was pretty much just us left afterward. I mean, it was destruction. It would have been a depressing moment, but I had this one phrase that just helped me get through it all. After everything would happen, I'd just say to myself, so it goes.
Where'd you hear that from?
My friends, the Tralfamadorians.
Who?
Let me explain. Whoa!
So what else happened with these Tralfamadorians?
Exactly. Well, they kept me in a human zoo for a little, where I met a certain someone named Montana.
You mean the famous porn star that disappeared?
Technically, yes. I'll explain. I wish they actually had TV on Tralfamador. Hey.
Hello?
So you impregnated a porn star?
Yes.
But aren't you married?
Well, it went like this.
Billy? Billy, are you okay? Are you doing better? Billy? Talk to me, Billy!
Like you really didn't like your wife that much. Why'd you marry her?
Well, it follows the whole principle of what I was telling you earlier, the beliefs of the Tralfamadorians. It happened, it always will happen, it always has happened, and it simply is.
What was your attitude towards marrying her at the time?
Well, that's when I knew I was crazy.
Well, that was interesting. So, what would close your experience to the war?
Well, simply, we just kind of woke up and everybody was gone. It was, we got some horses and we rode around the town, but simply put, we just woke up and everybody wasn't there. You know, it should have been sad, but I just have to remember that it is, it always will be, and it always has been.
So it goes.